Anyway, whatever this segment is called, we'll figure it out. Take one. Welcome back to HM and Big E Review Things. Today, we are starting a new segment. We don't know what it's called yet. All right, so what have you been watching? Maybe that's what it's called. What have you been watching?
All right, so the first thing I've been watching is I just watched the first 4 episodes of Amazon Prime's Outer Range.
Outer Range, okay.
It is a neo-Western mystery science fiction story. That
Westworld.
sounds like a weird mix, but
Westworld.
No, it's not Westworld.
I mean, it sounds in terms of when you're. That's what you by those words.
Westworld's, yeah, good, but this is not dystopian kind of society. This
Okay.
is really about a core family, and the main character is played by Josh Brolin.
Okay.
And there is a mystery that I don't want to give away, but also the first 4 episodes they don't explain much of it. They keep on. It's a lot of world building about what's happening, and there's it gets a little bit of that Lost vibe, like what's going on.
Okay.
We don't know, but there's something that's happening, and so it's really about a cowboy's family. Yeah.
Okay, and I know you are particularly fond of the Western genre.
That's right.
And cowboys. So, who should watch this show? People who like Westerns? I don't like... Westerns is one of my least favorite genres. Would I enjoy the show? Who should watch it?
It's a bit too early to tell because it's only on episode 4 out of 10, and they're hinting at something of that Stranger Things vibe.
Okay.
Where there's like some other world out there.
Something's off, yeah.
Something's off,
right.
And they're not sure what.
So you're not ready to recommend to skip because it could turn out great and it could turn out terrible.
It could, yeah. I would say though that if you don't like the slow pace of some of these westerns and like this kind of storytelling, that there's not a lot that happens. There's not a lot of action. Westerns. Some people like westerns because they gunfighting. There's no gunfighting. Okay, it's just him, Josh. Think of Josh Brolin pouting around, thinking about things, and then getting angry and not so angry. That kind of
with
stuff.
A cowboy hat on.
He's always got a cowboy hat on.
Okay.
Everybody has a cowboy hat on. It's set in Wyoming, so the scenery is very gorgeous. You could tell that they shot a lot of on location.
Okay.
It's not
CGI.
CGI.
That's good.
Right. And I think the character's developing quite nicely.
Okay. Yeah. So that's Outer
Range.
Outer Range on Amazon.
Amazon Prime.
I have been watching, or I just finished, Our Flag Means Death. Mm-hmm. This is streaming on HBO Plus, HBO Max, I don't know, on HBO. It's produced by Taika Waititi.
Yes.
And he stars in it. And it's actually very loosely adapted, especially the beginning anyway, the main premise, from a real life aristocrat, back in the 1800s, who decides he wants to be a pirate. And so he abandons his wealth, or not abandons his wealth, he abandons his aristocratic life to become the gentleman pirate.
Okay. It's set in what year?
Oh, the 1800s.
Okay,
I don't know.
1800s?
The 1800s, I think. Yeah, something like that. And so it starts off very, very Taika Waititi-ish, very kind of this man who's sort of a bit of a buffoon, but good-intentioned, captaining a bunch of other really not top-tier pirates. And
it's a comedy.
It's a comedy. It's a comedy that turns into a romantic comedy.
Okay, sure.
And I don't want to give anything away because if you like Taika Waititi stuff, there's a lot of his trademark kind of humor and that kind of stuff there. But once it switches gears, by episode 3 and 4, you're introduced to some of the main characters. And then by halfway through the series, you kind of understand it's really hitting a lot of the standard rom-com kind of tropes and kind of markers. And it's really neat how it was kind of like a backdoor for some of that. There's a lot of talk, a lot of buzz about this show is because it does representation really, really well. I don't feel that it's really trying to do that very obviously, and that's not really the main point of it. It didn't stand out to me. So it's not something that's done very, what is the word I'm looking for? Pandering, just kind of, I'm doing it for the sake of doing it kind of thing. These are just all fairly well-written characters. Mm-hmm. there's a lot of like character actors here that you've seen from different shows. The main character played by Rhys Darby's. He's a British comedian. He's a very funny guy. Taika Waititi is in it. There's a couple of guys from Game of Thrones that are kind of side characters. I would recommend this show to anyone who likes Taika Waititi. If you're interested in pirates, it's a pirate show.
If you watch Thor Ragnarok, would you like this? Same humor, different humor.
I don't even think it directly translates. I think Thor Ragnarok, Taika Waititi was at his most mainstream.
Yeah, I was about to say it's very wide audience.
Yeah. This one will not appeal to as wide of an audience. So I can't say that. Jojo Rabbit, which he directed, which was very good, it has kind of those kind of off-kilter humor moments, right? Where super serious and then it kind of off. So it's that kind of stuff. If you like that kind of humor, I think this kind of stuff this show would you would enjoy.
Somehow I don't think I'll enjoy the show.
I don't think you would enjoy the show.
No.
I really, really don't.
So I didn't even really love Jojo Rabbit.
Oh,
some of the
really
acting is good in it.
Yeah.
But some of the humor it throws me into a loop. I know you like the vampire show that he did.
You did not, or you did?
Oh, no, I never watched it.
I really liked it. Yeah, What We Do in the Shadows. Yeah. And then there was a TV show, which I loved. It's on season 3 or 4. It finished season 3 or 4.
Yeah. I mean, you like good. Some of that humor that I would not like as much.
So I recommend this show if you like that kind of stuff, but I don't recommend it for you, incidentally. Sure. And then what else have you been watching?
I have recently finished Pacific Rim: The Black. 2 seasons.
No, in the middle of season 2 right now, or
it's finished.
Oh, it's finished. Oh, okay. And you finished both seasons.
Yeah. So if you're a fan of Pacific Rim: The World, this is sort of a story that builds off that.
Okay.
And it's every season is about 6 to 7 episodes, 20, 25 minutes each. You can watch one season in an evening.
Yeah.
and the other one in the next evening.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And I think this is a good show. I was really surprised. It's got an anime feel to it. I think they worked with a Japanese studio, and they really world build beyond the Pacific Rim movies.
Okay.
And sort of it's about.
I enjoyed the Pacific Rim. The first one.
I think you'll enjoy it. It's about basically a brother and sister duo that are something happens to them, and they get hold of a Jaeger, and it's about that, and it's kind of, but then they really kind of take the world and kind of keep building off it,
right? And
it's done really well. The fights are good.
Well, that's what I was going to ask, because that was the main difference between 1 and 2. The fights between the kaijus and the Jaegers in the first one was pretty good, really good. They were talking about how it felt a lot of weight and everything was kind of slow because everything's really big. But the second one, it was just kind of really fast and just
second one wasn't very good.
But this one kind of closer to the first one?
Yeah, and it certainly has more heart. The characters are really nice. The world building's nice, where they take the concepts of the Jaeger and they kind of explore it more.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's definitely worth a watch. I think I like the blend of 2D, 3D animation. Sometimes it's not done well, but this one, they do it pretty well. It's pretty seamless.
Oh, but it's an animated show.
It's an animated
show.
Oh,
I didn't know that. Okay.
Oh, no. It's animated.
I see.
And so they can do a lot of stuff with animation they probably don't want to do live.
Right. And so, sorry, you're saying it's 2D animation, or like it's computer animation? Obviously, it's not.
No, but I don't know the technique, but it doesn't look totally. I think there's some traditional.
Did you watch Arcane?
I did watch Arcane. Very good.
Is it kind of like that in terms of animation style? Like look
similar. But some of the big, like it's set in Australia, so a lot of the fights are in this barren wasteland.
Okay, cool.
And it's a good show. I would definitely recommend it.
All right.
For a wider audience, you could watch it with, I wouldn't say young kids.
Yeah.
A little bit violent maybe, but definitely more people would probably like. I watched it with my whole family. So.
Okay, well, excellent. So there's 3 shows, 2 that are more niche. Mm-hmm. We sort of recommend if you like certain things, but Pacific Rim the Black, or just Pacific Rim the Black?
The Black.
Black. Okay.
Now here's the thing. Check that out. It's finished. They only have 2 seasons.
Oh, okay. Even better.
They wrap up the story, and I like that. I like that it's not dragging it out to 8 seasons, and it just starts telling a different story.
Yes.
It's a contained story. They needed 2 seasons, and that was it. There's no plans for a 3rd season.
Excellent. I think that is a problem with. I think it's just Western shows that they do a lot, where a show is good and it's really funny or it's really popular, and they'll just keep going because it's getting ratings until it slowly dies a miserable death. There's no we finished the story.
Yeah.
It's done.
Or like The Simpsons, where they're
It just goes on forever.
Right.
Right. But yeah. I that's good to hear that it's over. It reminds me of Avatar, one of our favorite shows, The Last Airbender.
Excellent.
Again, had a story and it finished, and that's what their vision that they had. So we'll review that at some point. I really like that.
Really good show.
Really good show. Okay, so that's what we've been watching this past little while. We'll kind of do these recaps. Maybe, not full reviews, because, it's hard to do full reviews on these kind of smaller products, and we just kind of want to bring them to your attention so you can check them out. So let us know if you've seen Outer Range. Outer Range?
Outer Range.
Outer Range, Our Flag Means Death, or Pacific Rim Black. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you think about what we think. Until next time, keep watching things.
And like and subscribe.